Are you traveling with kids and don't know how to travel? Or worried about whether if you travel by flights, you will be contracted with the virus? There is no more a hassle because I am going to share the complete vlog and details with you so that you will be well informed and you will have a hassle-free flight. Hey guys, so welcome to my channel. And if you're watching for the first time, make sure you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. So as you can see, I'm traveling by authorized cab. Make sure you disinfect carefully because that is very important step before you sit in the car, okay? But if you're traveling by your personal car, then it is not required. But make sure when you're traveling to the airport, try to take an authorized cab, okay? So now here I am at the IGI Airport, that is Indira Gandhi International Airport, which is Terminal 3, because I have booked an Air India flight from Delhi to AP, that is Andhrapradesh, that means to Vizag, which is my hometown. So here you can see I have to take the gate 3, so I'm heading towards the gate number 3. So here what I have observed during my travel is wherever I see, I can only observe people wearing masks, which is something safe, but still you feel that you're in a zone of high risk area. But still the airports are not really crowded. As you can see, it is still not very crowded. I took almost all the precautions when I'm touching anything, when it comes to trolley or any other thing. As you can see here, there is a railing and also everywhere there are marks where you can maintain social distancing. So this is a security check. I could not take much over here because it's a confidential thing. So the security is also at the same way as you've done previously, because still they are wearing mask and also the face shield to protect themselves, but still they are doing their process, right? So once we enter into the duty-free shops, after your check-in, it's normal, but still you can see everywhere sanitizers and also people wearing masks and also some PPE kits. I could not shoot much because I'm traveling with a child, so obviously with a 2-year kid it's very difficult to shoot a video, but the process is still the same. You will have to show your ticket and you will get the thermal check done at the entrance itself. So once you step into the airport, that means into the gate, so before that itself you will be checked your temperature. So that's the main thing over here, and you must wear a mask. It's mandatory once you enter the airport, right? So and it's also your safety that you should wear a mask. And after that, once you enter into that, you should go to your airline. So might be if it's like Indigo or Air India, you need to go to the airlines and you need to check in your baggage, right? And once you have checked in, you will be getting the boarding passes, okay? So once you get your boarding passes, after your security check, you will be into the airport where you can see a number of duty-free shops like you're seeing right now. So everywhere you can see sanitizers, as I told you, and there are still some sofas and also some cafeterias where you can sit freely and peacefully and have a sip of a coffee. But here we did not had anything because it's not at all safe if you eat something outside. As you know, the present situation is not at all good, so make sure you avoid eating anything outside, okay? So here we sat, but we just drank some water, that's it. So wherever you sit, right, you sit on a sofa or anything, make sure you sanitize it, because obviously when you're sitting somewhere and when you're touching it, you need to sanitize it. So make sure you have a sanitizer handy, and that too, it should be a bottle full sanitizer, okay? So here you can see there are cars which are kept for the advertising and promotional things, right? So once we entered, we need to go to the gate numbers, you know, right? We need to go to the gate numbers to board. So since we haven't done the since we reached the airport a little early, So we just moved here and there. So as you can see, my baby, she's also wearing a mask and also a head cap. So this is what you need to take care of, especially when you're traveling with the kids. And coming to the gloves, I don't feel it's safety because virus can stay only for a few minutes to might be less than half an hour on your hands. But if you're wearing a cloth gloves or any other gloves, it's going to stay for long. So make sure you just sanitize your hands, that's enough. But avoid your children touching anything. Make sure you travel with less baggage so that you can take care more of your child rather than the baggage and all, right? So you'll be tired, so make sure you carry less baggage, and at the same time avoid your children to go and run here and there because they don't know. So you need to take care of them and make sure you be aside, right? So you should carry them, hold them. And this is where we are traveling to the boarding gates. So we have reached to the boarding gates, right? So once we reach to the boarding gate, what we have to do is we have to fill a form. So the form will be given by the airlines itself, so you need not worry about it, but you just need to fill the form and give it to the airline member. Once you give it, you will be given a kit. So the kit includes a face mask, sanitizers, 3 sachets of sanitizer, and also you will be having a face shield, right? So face mask, face shield and a sanitizer. So that's what you're going to get. But when you're traveling by Air India, right? If you take Air India, most probably the middle seats that you can see, they are empty. This is somewhat very good in Air India because they maintain some kind of social distancing in the plane itself. But when you take the Indigo, right, it's not like that. It's filling all the seats, but it is giving some PPE kits for people who are sitting in the middle seats. So I think that it's not suitable when you are traveling with kids. So make sure you try to choose Air India because it's not filling the middle seats, which is a good thing, right? So this is what I felt happy when I just boarded the flight. And as you can see earlier, even the people, the air hostess, everyone are wearing PPE kits, so which is a good thing. And here you can see I'm wearing a face shield, face mask and also a head cap, which is very, very important. So now we are almost reaching to the airport, but whatever I have experienced till now is quite okay because the day I traveled, I didn't see much people, but still the airports are not really crowded, but okay, fine. It's okay now. People started to travel much and it's getting normal again. Now we are almost near to the airport. We are reaching. But one thing you should make sure when you're traveling with kids is make sure you sanitize their hands at very short time, right? And don't leave them because they're going to sweep the floor and you don't know, you need to sanitize their hands. So we have reached the airport and here there are certain quarantine rules because every state has its own quarantine rules. So make sure you learn them before you book a ticket. It's very important you go into the website, and in the website it will be clearly mentioned about the quarantine rules and all. So make sure you're well informed about the quarantine rules and then head into the, try to book a ticket. So if you can check here, I have reached AP, which is Andhrapradesh, which is southern India. So here the quarantine rules are you need to you need to self-quarantine, or it's kind of an institutional quarantine that is given by the government itself for 7 days. That means for 7 days you need to be in the institutional quarantine, and after that 7 days you can go to the home and then you have to self-quarantine for 7 more days. So totally you have to quarantine around 14 days, right? So that's what the quarantine rules over here. But finally what I can say is my experience was good because Air India, it took a great thing to ensure the safety of the passenger, every passenger. So if you like my video, make sure you like, share and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. And if you have any doubts, feel free to comment. Bye guys.